Learning objective B is going to have us just go one more step. They're going to actually say factor and solve. So the only difference is we now have to solve. And here's how I know. When you look at this, learning objective A, we just saw the trinomials. Now they're going to add the extra little piece and make it an equation. They put equals 0. So all you do is you're going to take your trinomial and factor it into its two binomials. And this time it's just equal to 0. So same thing. Let's take x squared. It goes x and x. You have to think of numbers that multiply to be at 20. They're going to go here and here. So they multiply and get you 20. So 20 and 1, 10 and 2, 5 and 4. One of those combos, when you add it, will get you 9x. Well, probably 5 and 4. Let's try it. Plus 5 plus 4. They multiply correctly. 5x, 4x, that adds to 9x, so I'm right. Now that's factored. But to solve, all you have to do now is you're going to take each factor. So you're going to take this guy, and you set it equal to the 0. So you do x plus 5 equals 0, and do x plus 4 equals 0. Okay, to get x by itself, minus 5. So x is negative 5. This x by itself, minus 4. So x is negative 4. So what that means is if I take this x value right here of negative 5, and I put negative 5 in for that x, and negative 5 in for that x, if I simplify this entire side, it will total and equal the number 0. That's why it's called solved, and it equals at 0. Okay. Let's look at this one. Again, they want us to factor and solve. Now, before we factor, we do need a trinomial. So I have to get it all three pieces together, just get everything on one side. So to move a negative 8, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. And I'm going to write it in standard format. So x squared plus 9x plus 8 equals 0. Now I'm ready to factor. Set that equal to 0. Again, x squared's easy, x and x. Now, what numbers multiply to get you 8 such that they would add to be 9? It's either 8 and 1 or 4 and 2. It has to be 8 and 1, so plus 8 plus 1. Let's double check. That's 8x. That's 1x. It'll add to the 9x, so I'm correct. Now this one we do have to finish and actually solve. So take the factors, set them equal to 0. If I solve, here I'm going to get negative 8. Here I'm going to get negative 1. Let's do some more practice. This one's already in standard format, which is great, so I can just break it into two binomials. Again, the x squared is first, so it goes broken up here, x and x. Be creative here. Numbers that multiply to 12 such that they will add to 13. We're talking 12 and 1, 6 and 2, 4 and 3. It looks like it'll be at plus 12, plus 1. Can double check. It's 12x, it's 1x, which gives us the 13x when you add them. Break it off. Set each factor equal to 0. This will give us a negative 12. This will get us a negative 1. Let's do some more practice. All right, this is not quite ready. It's 14. I need to move it over on one side, so minus 14. Y squared minus 5y minus 14 equals 0. I need to break this down. This is a new one. Factors of 14. Negative 14. So negative 14 and 1, 14 and negative 1, 7 and negative 2, or negative 7 and 2. Has to add to negative 5. It's going to be this here. So let's try negative 7 plus 2. Double check. Negative 7y, 2y. It adds there. Take the factors, set them equal to 0. I'm going to add 7, so y is 7. Subtract 2, y is 2. Negative 2. Let's look at this other one. Now the 2x needs to be moved over. Just put it in standard format though, so subtract 2x, subtract 2x. We would do x squared minus the 2x first, then minus 3 equals 0. Now it's ready to be factored. Break your x squared up. Think of numbers that multiply to -3, -3 and 1, or 3 and -1. They are going to have to add to a -2x. Looks like it's this combo here, so -3 plus 1. Then once you have the factors, just set them equal to 0 and solve. I'm going to add 3. I'm going to subtract 1. And we have the two answers.